My wife laughed in her sleep last night. I recorded it. When I played it back, it's not laughing. It's my dead mother's voice saying, she's not your wife anymore. I played it 17 times. Same words, same voice. A voice I'd never hear again because she died 4 months ago. My mother's exact tone, her exact cadence, coming from my sleeping wife's mouth. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. I watched Rachel breathe and wondered what was living inside her. The next morning, I played the recording for her. She listened with her eyebrows furrowed. That's me laughing. I can hear myself laughing. Why are you looking at me like that? You don't hear my mother's voice? I hear me, laughing, like I do sometimes when I dream about something funny. She touched my face. Honey, when's the last time you slept? Really slept? I couldn't remember. Since Mom died, sleep had become impossible. I'd lie awake replaying her final days, the hospice bed, the morphine, the way she'd look at me like she wanted to say something but couldn't find the words. Rachel made me an appointment with a grief counselor. I went because I didn't know what else to do. The counselor asked me to play the recording. What do you hear? I asked her. A woman laughing softly. Sounds like she's dreaming about something pleasant. You don't hear my mother saying, she's not your wife anymore? The counselor leaned forward. Tell me about your relationship with your mother and your wife. I told her everything. Mom never approved of Rachel. She thought I'd married too young, thought Rachel wasn't good enough. She made comments at every family dinner, subtle digs, backhanded compliments. Rachel handled it gracefully, but I knew it hurt her. Did your mother ever say anything about Rachel not being right for you? Constantly. For 12 years. The counselor nodded slowly. When was the last time you heard your mother's voice? Her real voice? I have a voicemail. From the week before she died. I listened to it every night before bed. What does she say in the voicemail? I pulled out my phone and played it. Mom's frail voice filled the room. Honey, it's me. I need to tell you something important. Call me back. I love you. I never called back in time. She slipped into unconsciousness 2 days later. I never found out what she wanted to tell me. You listen to this every night? Sometimes more than once. The counselor was quiet for a moment. Your brain is trying to finish a conversation that never happened. You're hearing your mother's voice in places she doesn't exist because you're desperate to know what she wanted to say. She gestured at my phone. The message you're hearing in your wife's laughter isn't supernatural. It's your own guilt, your own fear. You're terrified your mother was going to say something about Rachel, something that would change everything. I sat with that for a long time. You think I'm imagining it? I think grief does extraordinary things to our perception. You haven't slept properly in 4 months. You listen to a dead woman's voice every night. Your brain is exhausted and looking for closure it can't find. She leaned forward. What did you want your mother to say in that final message? The question broke something open inside me. I wanted her to say she was wrong about Rachel, that she finally saw how happy I was, that she approved. I was crying now. Instead, she died, and I'll never know if she accepted my wife. I'll never know if she went to her grave disapproving of the most important choice I ever made. The counselor handed me tissues. Maybe that's what you're hearing. Not your mother's actual voice. Your fear of what she might have said. Your brain is creating the worst possible message because uncertainty is harder than knowing. That night I told Rachel everything. The voicemail, the nightly listening, the desperate need to know what Mom wanted to say. Rachel held me while I sobbed. I found a letter, she said quietly. What? Your mother wrote me a letter. The hospice nurse gave it to me after the funeral. I didn't know how to tell you. She went to her dresser and pulled out an envelope. Mom's handwriting on the front. Rachel. I watched her open it. She read it out loud. Dear Rachel, I owe you an apology. I spent 12 years being cruel because I was scared of losing my son. But watching you care for him these past months showed me what I refused to see. You love him completely. You are his home. I'm sorry I wasted so much time being jealous of that. He's not my little boy anymore. He's your husband. And that's exactly how it should be. Please take care of him when I'm gone. Love, Mom. I stared at the letter. The words blurred through my tears. She's not your wife anymore. That's not what Mom was saying. My grief-broken brain had twisted it. What she'd actually written was the opposite. An acknowledgement. A blessing. A mother finally letting go. I stopped listening to the voicemail that night. I finally knew what she wanted to say. Not a warning. Not disapproval. Just permission to belong to someone else. I sleep through the night now. Rachel still laughs in her dreams. And when I hear it, I only hear her. Mom said her piece. She can rest now. So can I.